I built the final last thing that you will ever sit on the internet and think, can this make me money? Is this guy a guru? Is this guy trying to take my money from me? I really hate a few things. And one of them is gurus. Second is MLMs. Three is crypto bros. I just don't like none of the type of stuff where people are promising things. Because I've been a part of all these, but crypto. I haven't been a crypto bro. But I have purchased courses. I've joined MLMs. I have not did the crypto bro thing. And my money has been taken from me multiple times before I started learning like what business is really like. And I'm going to show you a system that I built. Now, when I say system, I'm not talking about a 5-step system where they tell you go to ChatGPT, whatever the case may be. No, I actually built the tools and I actually literally built the system that tears apart MLMs, that completely obliterates fake gurus. Because what I do, I actually do the work and you do the work with me, which I go live every day and I do the work with my agent. So I'm not selling courses or any type of thing like that because I do the work and I'm going to show a system. When I say a system, I mean an actual engine. This is not a hustle, it's an engine. I'm not building a team. I am building a system for high output when it comes to closing deals. Like all these gurus saying, hey, you can close deals using NAN systems and market manage, all that crap. Just all the BS that they got. Market media, all that crap. All that stuff. I have built something where it's unity. We all work together and we all make money together. So no one is left alone. There's no course where you just sit here and watch videos of me. And by the way, you can't find anything I'm going to show you on YouTube. This is duplication with discipline. Most people are doing what I'm going to show you alone. And you know why they're doing it alone? Because they bought a course. Okay? The stuff I'm going to show you does not come from any courses out here. You can't find any of what I'm about to show you on YouTube in first person, by the way. And the gurus can't take this. You know why they can't take this? Because they'll actually have to do the work. So you don't got to worry about a bunch of YouTube videos saying, I can show you how to make this amount of money. They will have to actually do what I'm about to show you. All right? So let's get into the computer.
All right, so this is not going to be one of those videos where I hold my face in the thumbnails like this and do this and all that stupid stuff. That stuff is foolishness. So I want you to know something. I'm going to introduce you to something I am building right now because I am so sick of the foolishness that you see on the internet. People should not be able to come on the internet and just say any and everything. Say, I made $1,000 every few seconds and I'm going to teach you how. Like, no one does that. My system that I have built, I am not going to teach you how I did it. No, I'm not going to. I'm not going to teach you how I built all this and the core systems and all that. I'm not going to do none of that. That's retarded because then I'm building competition for myself. But what I'm going to do is show you, yes, this is built on blockchain. Okay, this is built on blockchain, but it has nothing to do with selling NFTs and stuff. It actually goes against that stuff. So to be able to fight crime, I'm using their tools against them. Okay, so basically right here is because blockchain can verify everything. You can't alter it or whatever the case may be. This here, gurus, MLM people, anybody that sells any type of info or whatever the case may be, this platform, you should guys to request them. For me to be able to see that you're legit, for me to buy your platform or your course, whatever the case may be, can you please sign up to Digital Footprint? It's basically the BBB for course sellers, MLM people, crypto people, anybody that's out here saying that they can make people rich. This is their BBB for them. So, you got the BBB for businesses. They basically tell you like what the business is, the ranking and all that stuff like that. And, all that type of stuff like that. This is for, people that sell information, info products, digital products, all that type of stuff like that. For example, let me show you the demo profiles and show you how it works right here. Because I'm really tired of the foolishness that I just see every day. All right, so here is how we are basically when a seller wants to sell, you request, before I buy your course, make sure you go on Digital Footprint and list yourself up because you'll be able to see everything. And this is a very early development. So you'll be able to see if their testimonials is real or not, right? So for example, this is what a bad one will look like, right? So it will look like this. No verified badges. This is the stuff they offering. You will see this not verified. This is not verified, but this one is. And this is all on blockchain, so no one can come and make fake results. They had to verify the revenue, how much they make. So if they go, I made $10,000 every month, you'll be able to go and verify that. I'm just tired of the foolishness. that happens when it comes to teaching people, and especially people who are desperate, trying to get out of the situation. People are losing their homes and everything like that. So they're looking towards these gurus, these MLMs, these crypto bros who are making these promises, and they're losing everything. So I want to put an end to that. These are people. You are a person if you're someone that's in this situation, and I'm going to show you something that these guys just can't do. Okay, so this is the last and final handbook or whatever the case may be that you will ever have to deal with. Now I want you to understand something. Like I said, I completely ripped everything apart, and I'm going to show you what I built. All right, now I built this system, just like this platform right here. This is just one platform I'm working on to go into with, because we're going to be pushing this to businesses as well. Before you work with anybody that say they're a marketing agency or whatever the case may be, tell them to join Digital Footprint and then list all of their social proof on here, you know. All right. So here's how it works. So welcome to the system right here, right? So each agent, so including myself, we will send out to 30 to 50 emails. This is because I'm a business consultant and business developer, so I work with businesses. So instead of myself, working, sending 100 emails and stuff like that, instead of doing that, what I did was I gathered 9 good people, gave them an agency, a free agency, and said, hey, if you guys send 50 to 100 emails with me per day, 30 to 50, whatever the case may be, how many we set the goal, we do that. Right, but we're gonna do 30, so which would be 270 emails being sent, right? And then by the 30 days, if we do this every day, that'd be 8,100 emails per day. Per month, pardon me. Which means that everyone's closing the deal, everyone's making money. Okay, so this is how to get this math. Okay, so email sent, let's say 1,000, open rate 50%. Let's say that. Replies 10, right? So 10 people replies. And then those 10 replies, 20 of those are qualified bookings. Then there's clients closed, 20 to 30%. So 4 to 6% clients. Okay, 4 to 6 clients. So for every 150 to 300 emails, one of those clients will be a close. Okay. All right. So let's so we can just put the groundwork. So to give you an example how this works, not the exact numbers, but just give you an example. Okay. Which is why we do it in the mask. Okay. And by the way, all of our stuff is targeted. So it's not just spray and pray, which is what these gurus teach people. Spray and pray. Just sending all the emails out there and just hopefully someone get back to you. That's not how we're doing. Okay. So we structured everything from lead generation to final closing. Okay. I am the final closer. I will be training and also training other agents to become final closers. Okay. So every part is optimized for volume, speed, and precision. Okay. It's not guesswork. This isn't theories. Just watch and see how this all comes together. I assembled a squad of 9 people. Okay. And they do lead generations and set everything up, set the email, the cold call, and all that type of stuff like that for me. And then when the lead become lukewarm or hot, I close the deal. So with the structure with right here, we have a chance to close 32 to 46 deals every month. Okay. So this means each of our agency owners is projected to close 1 to 3 deals per month consistently. Monthly, that across the team, you got a high value deal machine in motion, right? So it's basically, this is a machine. This is a machine right here. Okay. So if you as an agent close, one of your leads come and we close it, and it's worth $15,000 at a 30% commission, you'll make $4,500 a month. Okay, because every time I get paid monthly from working with the client, you would get paid monthly as well. So when they give me $15,000, I'll give you $4,500 out of that $15,000. Okay, so that goes into your pocket. Now let's say it's your second deal closed, and that's one for $20,000. You'll get at 30%. You will get $6,000. That will put you at $10,500. No fluff, just straight numbers. Okay, so we're not gonna give you, oh, this is what you got to do. By the way, again, your jobs is just basically generating leads, which we have our own lead generator. Then put it into the CRM. We have it there of our own, and then we have a whole situation where you can get it to me. Everything is built in house, so you got to worry about anything. Let's fully break it down. So if you was doing this on your own, you'll send 500 to 100 emails per day. Right, you'll follow up 3 to 5 times per contact. Book 4 to 5 clients per week, which means you'll close 1 client every 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, that's just based off on numbers. So why is it building an agency is important? Simple. It's duplication. So everything that I'm doing, so turn my number from going from a possible 1,000 to the 8,000, right? So it's 8 times, 10 times the amount of emails that I'm sending out. I'm able to close way more deals than just one person could do, right? So now by me building a team around it, hey, all you guys do exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and I don't have to now spray and pray, do none of those type of things like that, because I have people actually making personal things for me, and then we set up everything where when we contacting the people, they see it's real people, it's not AI or anything like that. So it's just a really good system that I built here. So instead of grinding alone, sending out 50 to 100 emails a day by yourself, you build a team that multiplies your output, just like myself. So now my output gets doubled now. So it's multiplied by the 9.5 plus that one person built 9 of his own. So now, let's say that 9 agents do 50 leads a day. That's 450. Now that's 13. There's 13,500 per leads per day on top of my 8,100 leads. Now the whole corporation is sending out 2,100 leads, 21,600 leads. Pardon me. So more leads equals more closings, more commissions. That's not a theory. So the more that you send out, the more that you do, the bigger the chances that you close. So we're sending out 21,000. Our chances is extremely high. Okay, it's extremely high at that time. It's super high. None of this stuff is theory. Okay, all right. So instead of closing one client a week, every 2 weeks, working solo, with an agency you'll be closing 1 to 2 clients a day. Okay, we'll have so many people contacting us and responding back to us. It would be really difficult in the future to deal with all this, right? So here's the goo. If one client becomes an agency and build their own agency, you don't get paid from recruitment, because we don't do that. And I'm actually thinking about removing affiliate marketing from the platform altogether when it comes to people coming into the agency and they get in the kickback, because I think that I don't want people to feel like at any time it's just about building their group. So I'm probably 9 times 10 thinking about removing that. Because you get enough money from this right here. So if one of your agents become an agency owner and builds their own agency, you do not get paid from recruitment. You get paid off of actual production from their agents' output and from their closers, from closers like myself, or and other closers closing the deals. You will earn 15% from the first row agencies, which means is if this is you, this is what me, right? This is your agency. You own this agency. And what happens is every time these guys close, you get paid. And these times these guys get closed, everybody close here, I get paid, right? I get paid 15. Well, me, I'm the owner, so I don't get paid 15%. But just you'll see in a second. But you'll see the 15% from the first row. You build under your agency. That's real override income based off real work, not hype. So there's no recruitment, none of that type of stuff like that. When you get these guys, you give these guys jobs basically. They get paid really well with their jobs, but you're not recruiting them. You're like, hey, you want to make a good amount of money? I need you to do this, because the whole goal is for us to be able to send out as many emails and flood the market with who we are. All right. And the reason why gurus can't do this is because they actually have to do the work. So everything they're selling you in their courses, they actually have to do what they're selling you. And if they're doing what they're selling you, they won't sell a course to you because you become a competition. I don't want people to do this. You get what I'm saying? I don't want. The reason why I'm showing this right now is because I know they can't do this. That's why, because they really have to do the work. They really got to work with clients after this, right? So okay, so let's do this right here. So let's break down the math. Okay, let's just say you're already making from the first month from the $10,500 per month from your first 2 deals at $1,500 and another deal at $200,000. I'm at 20,000. Pardon me, 15,000, 20,000. Both at 30% commission. Now here's where it scales. You got 9 agents, and each one of them close a deal at $15,000 a month. They each earn $4,500. That's and 30% of commission of $15,000. You earn 15% on each of those, was $1,575. Now if you do that, $1,575 times 9, that's $14,000. That's just basically off them closing. Now you make that monthly because of them. You get what I'm saying? You make that monthly because of them. If you add that on top of your original, and this is based off of the client staying on board. So all these clients stay on board, this is how much you make monthly. So add it to your original client, which is 10,500. You're now at 24,675. Now, but let's just say that you close one more deal, from either from the 2 months or that month, or whatever the case may be, or the new batch that just went out. Because remember, also, I want you guys to know and understand that those 8,000, 21,000 emails we sent out, at any time, any day, at any hour, those deals can still close. We can close on all 21,000 of them, to be honest with you. If they reach out, okay? So it's about that. So you can close way more. You can close 10 a day if you want to, if it happens, right? If they respond back. So, but let's just say that you close one more deal, 15,000 per month, and put another 4,500 in your pocket. That's $29,175 per month total. So when they say I'm gonna show you the system and you build an end template and stuff like that, I'm gonna show you how you can use AI to make $10,000 a month, but they don't actually show you how. I'm showing you exactly how. Where's the money coming from? How the money is being made? All types of stuff like that. Go if you want to see all the platforms and all that stuff like that. Just watch the other videos. All that stuff is there. Okay. So if you're doing this solo, you might close again 1 or 2 weeks, 1 or 2 every 2 weeks, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You're looking at a 1 or 2 clients every single day with this when you build an agency. Now imagine one of your agents level up and become an agency of their own. That means another 13,500 leads are being sent out. That will move us from 21,600 leads to 34,500 leads. That's at scale. That's crazy scale. We're no longer playing the game anymore. Now this is what I'm trying to build. I'm trying to own the market. You get what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. When I said we actually have a system, this is an actual system. This is a real. This ain't no go on ChatGPT. This none of that type of bullshit there. This is an actual system. All right. So that volume puts us in a whole different range. Maybe able to close 5 to 10 deals today. Okay. This isn't wishful thinking. This is math plus system plus scale. Okay. Equal scale. Pardon me. So now here's how it works. Let's run the numbers. You'll see. You close a deal from your last 2 deals, last 2 months, pardon me. That's another 4,500 in your pocket. 9 agents is still closing deals. Right there, you earn, again, another $14,000. So remember, every time the first agency role closes deals, that's adding another 15 grand on top of, not 15 grand, 1,500. Yeah, 1,500 on top of the last 1,500. So you go from 14,000, add that on top of that, that's 28. So you just add on. You see what I'm saying? Because every time they close a deal, you make more money. So it's like, okay, they close one deal, you make that 9,000 because that whatever, right? And then that 14,000. Pardon me, you make that 14,000. Then they close another deal, your income now doubles. You get what I'm saying? So now if another agency coming from under that agency and build an agency, you will make 10% off that, and it stops at 5. So then that one more agency builds another agency, then stops at 5. You get 5, and then there's no more to that. Then you have 8. You go from 892, then times 9. That's $8,032. And then now, if you do the grand total of everything, you'll be, if this is not adding on to, if they continuously add on to that, so you'll basically be at $1 million a month. Right, and the crazy thing about it is this can happen within 1 to 2 months. You get what I'm saying? This can possibly happen for everybody within 1 to 2 months. Not everybody, but certain people, like depending on, it all depends on the lead, the person, the luck. Like that's all depends on, like the lead, the person, the luck, the business, how bad they're doing, all that type of stuff, how much they need help, all this type of thing like that. But this can happen for everybody. This cannot happen for certain people. You get what I'm saying? But I guarantee that everybody can make 10 grand, 20, 30 grand a month. Like that's a guarantee, right? And it's not about because about recruiting people, because you got to recruit a bunch of people in MLMs and stuff like that. No, this is about business. You get what I'm saying? This is about business. 94% of businesses need our help right now. So this is about business. So this is just, these are the numbers right here. You just without adding people stacking, because they're doing other extra deals, you'll be at $600,000 a year. Right, so now if you double that, then you'd be at $1 million. Okay, so one thing while we work, while we win, we understand to know our own niche. Now, basically, through our system, we have it where people pick territories and people pick industries and stuff like that. So we can work with anybody because we have agents. Another reason why to have the system is because now we work in any industry because all these agents build their own niche. They got their own niche. So that's that there. We write like humans, not bots. We got Athena, so this is like a bot excuse. I mean, not bot, pardon me, not a bot excuse, but this is a bot reply. Just cold reach out, outreach. We have Athena, so we make sure we don't sound like bots. We use follow-ups, all that type of stuff like that. We make sure we tweak everything, figure out what's working, what's not working. While when we layer the cold calls with DMs, we send them DMs. We actually go comment on their posts and stuff like that. Go show that we're interacting with them. We actually look into their company and stuff like that and show that we're real people instead of looking like AI, spray and pray, all that type of stuff like that. No, we actually go out there and make sure we do the work. With these tools, you can't lose. This is Labs Project Spartan. This is Neo City Markets. This is Sparta Portal. You can't lose. So this is called the end of the era. End of an era. This model is dangerous, and I mean that in the best way. What we have built isn't another recycled MLM pitch or a cold outreach hustle with no ceiling. We have created a scalable, transparent income system that rewards work, not hype. Here's why it slaps. Okay, duplication with discipline, as I talked about earlier. I'm not just telling people to build a team. I've engineered a structure where output compounds. One person sending 50 leads a day becomes 34,500 leads a month. So you see, one person turns into working by himself versus a whole corporation where it's boom. It's just you sending out, right? Leads a month with the right agency pipeline, and every single lead equals opportunity. So every time we send a lead out, it's opportunity for us. That's how real leverage works. Commissions built on proof, not promises. No shady uplines, no bonuses for signing people up. That's why I'm going to remove that. By the way, you only eat when value is created. When agents send leads and close deals, close deals. It's the anti-guru model, due to the fact that gurus can't copy this because they actually have to show who they are. This is basically putting them on Front Street, right? And it's what people are craving right now. People really want to make some money. They looking for something real, something that works. We built that. Math over myth. This breaks down, shows the numbers, and I'm not saying you could just make six figures. I'm showing how someone with just a few solid agents can pull in $50,000 a month and $600,000 a year, all structured from team effort. That's no fantasy. That's mechanics. Okay. Long-term infrastructure. I am building leaders, not just workers. When an agent levels up into our agency, they don't dilute the system, they multiply it. This turns our model into a living machine that grows on its own without collapsing under its own hype. All right, this model isn't a blue-collar version of a $1 million system built for the hustle who don't need fluff, just structure and duplication and real paychecks. This is what happens once people like myself take all of the broken parts of all the online guru bullshit, the empty courses, the MLM smoke and mirrors, and burned it all down. And what I did was I just picked up the good parts of it and just put my own thing together with it. Say, hey, instead of me doing this by myself, let me just build an actual oiled machine where we sit together on live, all this stuff, and do this and just make money together. Instead of sending 50 emails out, let me turn that 50 emails to thousands of emails. There's gonna be a point to where we can send thousands of emails a day. You get what I'm saying? So that's my goal. Again, the more agents pop in or that get on and stuff like that, that's a good. It doesn't dilute what we're doing. So it's not like the people at the top only makes the money and stuff like that. No, everybody makes the same amount, except that, of course, the closers make more because we're doing the work and stuff like that. And I make more. Obviously, it's my corporation. But no, you come in, you can make 4,500. So if your friend came in, he makes 4,500. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna build an agency." You come in, you'll make 4,500 too. Now he makes 15% based off of you because you're under his agency. It's that. There's no the money trickles up. No, it doesn't trickle up. It doesn't matter how many people be a part of our organization. It's basically the same thing. The only way that it will dilute is if we help every business on the planet. And then we just get paid by everybody. Everybody's getting paid. So we get paid. I mean, every company is paying us, right? So, and that means we help every business on the planet, and that means we got more clients. So, which I doubt that ever happens. All right. So, yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys like the system. Stop falling for the BS. It's time to win.